What is up, everybody? MurrayNJ08 here with your new channel update. Lots happening this week. A lot coming up. This is actually a very important channel update. I advise you stay tuned. I've been twittering about this update through the weekend because I think everybody should definitely pay attention and check this update out. It's very important. I'm going to cover a lot of things. I'm going to do some housekeeping though first. Those of you that follow me know I'm on Twitter a lot. You definitely want to follow me on there. I keep everybody up to date. I let everybody know about this update. I've been giving hints and stuff on Twitter, so you definitely get the inside scoop from there. So that's MurrayNJ08 on Twitter. Actually, no, my Twitter handle is SeanMurrayNJ. Sorry about that. But I have links on my main page here for my Twitter account. So you definitely want to follow me there. Now, let's go over what we did. It's been a busy week. We finished the Painkiller demo, which I thought was phenomenal. It was a very good, lengthy demo. We continued The Last of Us throughout the week, as promised. We got up to part 34. Probably going to have part 35, maybe 36 today. So that's going to be continuing. My goal is to try to beat this soon. I like to get this game done. And I want to completely do it on the channel. That's my goal. And have the entire experience of my playthrough. You know, it's all raw, uncut. Everything's for real. You know, I'm videoing it as I'm playing it for the first time. You're seeing all my epic fails. You know how my playthroughs are on here. All truth. Nothing's edited out. What you see is what you get with me. It's always been that way ever since my old channel, MurrayNJ06. Same with my fighting games back in the day. You get the truth. And then we did we continued our Injustice DLC. We did Lobo this week, parts 1 and 2, so we got to check out his ending. Batgirl and Scorpion is coming this week, and Martian Manhunter, hopefully if it hits the Wii U. And whatever skin packs we might check out. I always like checking them out. And then, of course, the reveal of my new co-host, my little Jack Russell, Mario. He's very cool. We recently just got him a few weeks ago. I'll be putting up little videos of him from time to time because he helps me with the channel layout, and he helps me with the recording and whatnot. He holds the tripod, and he loves The Last of Us, and he's a big fan of BioShock, and he likes Green Lantern on Injustice. He's always picking him. So you'll see Mario from time to time. So he's our little Jack Russell pup, kind of like my little mascot on here. So he made his debut this week. Now, very importantly, what is coming up for August? Because we know what the hardcore gaming season in the fall and winter is going to be. But what about August? What's happening in August? My goal is to make August a pretty much of a fun month. Messing around, trying different games out that I normally wouldn't play on here. And fan interaction, fan feedback, fan questions, especially on Twitter, Google+, YouTube, LinkedIn, you know, all the things that you follow me on, Facebook. What's going to be in August the main thing? You're still going to have your regular daily gameplay. I'm sure whatever Injustice DLC comes out after Martian Manhunter we'll be covering on here. And if we haven't finished The Last of Us by then, you'll be seeing that in August. I also might even show off some of the multiplayer of The Last of Us, so you'll be seeing that in August. But what else will you be seeing in August that's a little bit different? Well, I've been talking about it. It's my new series. It's called A Blast from the Past. It's my retro series. I put a mess of games up on Twitter, and I made polls. I also put them up on Google+, and everybody clicked on these polls of the games that they wanted me to play. I put like 50 games on there. Only about 5 or 6 made it. I wanted to narrow it down because I'm also going to be doing other games as well during August. It's not just going to be retro games, so I didn't want to bombard myself. And we're not completing these games. They're not going to be complete playthroughs. This is for fun. This is just to mess around with. And the whole point of this series is for me to talk about my memories and to also have you guys comment on the videos and talk about what memories you had with the game. I'm going to be telling you about when I remember first playing it. I used to have my cousin come over. We used to play. I used to go to my friend's house. We used to play. The first time I seen this level. How I got my dad into these games. It's just going to be a fun series. It's called A Blast from the Past. You'll be seeing those games scattered throughout the weeks of August. I'm going to try to scatter them for the whole month. Now, as far as how many games you're going to see out of the ones that won, I'm not sure. I'd like to do all 6. I don't know what's going to happen with time, but I will say this though. We had to make some adjustments, and those of you that have been following me on Twitter know about this. One of the winners, number 1, was A Link to the Past. It hopefully will still be coming. I did bump it down though. We have a little bit of a problem. What happened was I made the awful not that I made the awful mistake, but I bricked my Wii by transferring everything over to the Wii U, and it basically bricks your Wii, so you have to start over again. Some kind of DRM copyright bullshit by Nintendo. But anyway, one of their stupid fucking antics. So the problem is that now everything is off the Wii and it's onto the Wii U, which is not a big deal. But now I can't go back and play The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past on the Wii normally like I would. Why? It just didn't occur to me until I tried to play it onto the Wii dashboard on the Virtual Console on the Wii U. I have to have at least a classic controller hooked up or a GameCube controller hooked up, which wasn't a problem on the Wii because I had the ports. On the Wii U, it doesn't, so I can't play it. It doesn't run. I can play all my other Virtual Console titles on my Wii U with no problem. Super Mario Bros. 3, Punch-Out, even though I upgraded some of them on the Wii U so I can play them on the gamepad. But Link to the Past is not on the Wii U Virtual Console yet, so I have to play it through the Wii dashboard. And there's no way to hook any controllers up. The only thing that I could do is, hopefully by the end of August, they come out with A Link to the Past for the Virtual Console. Then I just have to upgrade my version. It's like $1. Not a big deal. Or I have to bust out my Super Nintendo and play it through the cartridge, which is very possible. But those of you that have seen my room, I have to get my Super Nintendo out. I have to do some reconfigurations with my new TV. I have to get back behind there with all my other systems. I have to unplug one of them. It's just going to be a hassle. It's like I said, if I have to do it, I will. But I'm trying to see if there's a workaround. So I'm working on it. But you're most likely going to definitely see that game. When, I'm not sure. So what happened? So there was other games as well. So the one that will replace it for number 1 will be Super Mario World on the Super Nintendo. That will be through the Virtual Console. Of course, I have the original, but you will be seeing that through the Wii U Virtual Console. So Super Mario World will be number 1. I actually already have the next 2 recorded already, but they won't be announced yet. I will announce the next game at the end of the playthrough of the first game. So after I'm done with the last video of Super Mario World, you'll find out what the reveal is of my next retro title. And that is the series A Blast from the Past. So that's just what I want to talk about. The other thing I want to talk about is my fighting game series. I'm not sure. I was going to do it in September, but I may also do that in August. And my plan is that people on Twitter have been saying, you get a lot of these guys doing YouTube videos and gameplay videos, and they do a lot of fighting games. And we know you've been doing Injustice, but how about more games? How about like Tekken, Street Fighter, Marvel? Let's see some of that. Let's even see some online matches. So I'm working on a fighting series that from time to time it'll be always a different fighting game. Those of you that have been following me, I've been getting some recent fighting games, not recent, but recent pickups of some oddball fighting games that are not so well known, and some are well known. I've been actually working on my fighting game collection. So there's going to be no shortage of fighting game footage. So definitely check that out. But that may be in August, but if not, it'll be in September. Thanks for joining me, everybody. That's pretty much everything I wanted to cover today. I know it's a lengthy update, but I did want to get everything out. It's been questions from people on Twitter, and I wanted to make this clear. So just in a roundabout way, August is going to be a busy month. You want to stay subscribed. You want to hit that subscribe button. You want to follow me on Twitter. Oh, and one more thing. I almost forgot. There is going to be very soon, I'm not sure when, but very soon, a new episode of, get ready, Questions for the Goof. I have enough now, questions built up, where I think I'm able to do an episode, basically. I wait to get enough questions built up in order to do a decent lengthy episode, because as you know, I don't always bump these episodes out. There are only very few. I like to space them out. You don't get them all the time. So I want to make sure that when I do put one out, it's a decent one, and it'll hold you guys over for the next one. So questions for the goof, I believe it's episode 3. That will be coming out very soon. Thanks for joining me, everybody. I hope to see you on the channel. It's going to be a busy week, and I'll talk to you again soon.